Has everybody voted? The vote closed. Rejected. Do you have a point of order? I will send you a technician.
هل لديكم نقطة نظام؟
To a place where it works. Okay. 225 in favor, against, abstentions, rejected.
القرار 225.
The vote is open. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Adopted.
تم تبني القرار.
Oh, the rapporteur would like to speak.
المقرر يود أن يلقي كلمة.
Grazie Presidente, semplicemente.
Thank you, President. Just to ask this to be sent back to ITRE for interinstitutional agreements pursuant to Article 59.
Vielen Dank. Wer möchte zustimmen?
Thank you very much. In favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. That brings us to Mrs. Molina's report from the committee responsible. A block vote in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. 22, two parts. First part in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Second part in favour?
هذا التصويت على تقارير مختلفة.
74, two parts. First part in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. 2 in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. 85, two parts. First part in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Second part in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted.
بعض التقارير فيها جزء أول وجزء ثاني، فيتم التصويت على كل جزء على حدة.
203, roll call vote. The vote is open.
Haben alle abgestimmt?
Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. 204, roll call vote in favour. Sorry, vote is open. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. 205, roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Vote closed. Rejected. 202, roll call vote. The vote is open.
تقرير رقم 202.
Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. Commission proposal, roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. The rapporteur would like the floor. Mrs. Molina.
المقررة سيدة ملينا. شكرا على هذا الدعم. وأود تحويل الموضوع إلى النقاش عبر المؤسسات.
Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Please turn your microphone off again, Mrs. Molina. Mrs. Griffin's report, roll call vote in favour. Sorry, the vote is open. Has everybody voted? Vote closed. Adopted. This brings us to Mr. Tang's report. The amendments by the committee responsible on block in favour. Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Two parts. First part in favour. Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Second part in favour. Against? Abstentions? Rejected. 6, two parts. First part in favour. Oh, we're going to have a check. Amendment 2, second part. Vote open. Has everybody voted? Vote closed. Rejected. 6, two parts. First part in favour. Against? Abstentions? Adopted. Second part. Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. 9, roll call vote. The vote is open.
نزل التصويت مستمرا على عدة تقارير داخلية.
Adopted. 14 in favour. Against. Abstentions. Adopted. 20 in favour. Against.
رقم 20.
Adopted. 21 in favour.
رقم 21.
Abstentions. Rejected. 22 in favour.
رقم 22.
Abstentions. Adopted. 25. Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. 27. Roll call vote. The vote is open.
رقم 27.
Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. 28. In favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. 35. Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. 42 in favour. Against. Abstentions. Adopted. 43 in favour.
رقم 43.
Abstentions. Adopted. 44 in favour.
44.
Against. Abstentions. Adopted. 51 in favour.
51.
Against. Abstentions. Adopted. 56 to 58.
56 إلى 58.
Abstentions. Adopted. 63.
63.
Oh, we'll check that. 56 to 58. The vote is open.
نعود إلى 56 إلى 58.
Has everybody voted? Closed.
Abgelehnt.
Rejected. 63. Roll call vote. The vote is open.
63.
Has everybody voted? Vote closed. Rejected. 54 is identical with 60. Roll call vote. The vote is open.
54 إلى 60.
Vote closed. Rejected. 41. Roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. 55, identical with 61, in favour? Against? Abstentions? Rejected. 50, roll call vote. Vote open. Has everybody voted? Closed. Adopted. 53, identical to 59, in favour? Against? Abstentions? Rejected. 62, roll call vote. The vote is open. Has everybody voted? The vote is closed. Rejected. 24 in favour? Against? Abstentions? Adopted. The Commission proposal. Roll call vote. Open. Has everybody voted? Closed.
Angenommen.
Adopted. That brings us to the Rosati report.
Änderungsanträge des federführenden Ausschusses en bloc.
First of all, amendments from the lead committee on as a block. In favour, against, adopted. Roll call vote. The voting is open.
Alle abgestimmt.
Has everyone voted? Voting is closed.
Angenommen. Antrag 7 dafür.
Amendment 7 in favour, against, abstention.
تعديل رقم 7.
Rejected. Amendment 8 in
8.
favour, against, abstentions, rejected. Amendment 9 in 3 parts. First part in favour, against, second part, roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Rejected. Third part, roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Rejected. 16 in favour, against, abstentions, rejected. Amendment 17 in favour,
التعديل رقم 17.
abstentions, rejected. 18 in favour,
18.
against, abstentions, rejected. 20. Roll call vote.
رقم
Voting is
20.
open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Rejected. 22 in favor.
22.
Against. Abstentions rejected. 23 in favor.
23.
Against. Abstentions adopted. 24 in favor. Against. Abstentions rejected. 30 in favor.
35.
Against. Abstentions adopted. 31. Roll call vote. Voting is open.
31.
Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. 32 in favor.
32.
Against. Abstentions adopted. 33 in favor.
33.
Sorry, roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. Amendment 40. Roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. Commission proposal. Roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted?
مقترح المفوضية.
Adopted. That brings us to the resolution on Iran. Paragraph 5.
الآن حول إيران.
Against abstentions adopted. Paragraph 14.
تم تبنيها.
2 parts in favor. Against abstentions adopted. Adopted. And we'll just check paragraph 14, second part. Voting is open.
الفقرة 14 الجزء الثاني. هل صوت الجميع؟
Voting is closed.
انتهى التصويت.
Adopted. And then the
تبني.
resolution as a whole. Voting is open. It's a roll call vote.
القرار بشكل عام هل صوت الجميع؟
Voting is closed. Adopted.
تم تبني القرار حول إيران.
On Egypt.
حول مصر.
Resolution.
قرار حول مصر.
The original text, paragraph 1 in 2 parts. First part in favor.
الجزء الأول.
Adopted. Paragraph 2.
الفقرة الثانية.
Second part in favor. Against.
الجزء الثاني.
Sorry, second part in
الجزء
favor.
الثاني.
Against. Abstentions rejected. Paragraph 17,
رفض.
the original text in favor.
الجزء الثاني منه.
Okay, we'll check paragraph 11.
سوف نتأكد. الفقرة 11 بدأ التصويت. هل صوت الجميع؟
Voting is closed.
انتهى التصويت.
Rejected.
تم رفض القرار.
Original text in favor. Against. Abstentions adopted. Paragraph 19, original text in
الفقرة
favor.
18.
Against. Abstentions. It's not clear. Let's have an
ليس واضحا.
check. Voting is open.
التصويت مفتوح.
Haben alle abgestimmt?
Has everyone voted?
هل صوت الجميع؟
Voting is closed. Adopted. Recital
تم
H,
تبني.
original text in favor, against, abstentions adopted. Recital L in favor.
هذه أجزاء من
Abstentions
القرار.
adopted. The resolution as a whole in favor, against,
القرار
abstentions adopted.
تمت الموافقة عليه.
The resolution on Tanzania.
والآن بالنسبة لتنزانيا
Two parts in adopted.
فيها جزءان.
In favor, against, abstentions adopted. The vote on the resolution as a whole in favor, against, abstentions adopted. And now to the report by Mrs. McClarkin. First of all, a single vote, a roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. And now the adequacy of protection of personal data afforded by Japan. Number 2, in favor, against. Voting is open on amendment number 2. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. Amendment number 3, in favor, against, abstentions. rejected. Amendment 9 in favor. Okay, we'll check Amendment 3. Voting is open. Amendment 3. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Rejected. Amendment 9 in favor. Against. Abstentions adopted. Amendment 4 in favor. Against. Abstentions adopted. Okay, we'll check that. Amendment 4. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. Paragraph 20, original text. In favor? Against? Abstentions rejected. Amendment 5. In favor? Against? Abstentions adopted. Amendment 6. In favor? Against? Abstentions rejected. Amendment 10. In favor? Against? Abstentions adopted. Amendment 7. In favor? Against? Abstentions adopted. Amendment 1. In favor? Against? Abstentions adopted. Amendment 8. In favor? Against? Abstentions adopted. The resolution as a whole, it's a roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. And now we move on to conflict of interest and protection of the EU budget in the Czech Republic. Amendment 1. In favor, against, abstentions rejected. Amendment 2. In favor, against, abstentions adopted. Okay, we'll check. Amendment 2. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. And now the vote on the resolution as a whole. Roll call vote. Voting is open. Has everyone voted? Voting is closed. Adopted. And now we move on to the report by Mrs. Avey, Acting Ombudsman. Amendment 5 in favor, against, abstentions adopted.